United States Department of Justice officially rolled out its Corporate Whistleblower Awards program on the 1st of August of 2024. It's a 3-year pilot program, and at the end of the period, the DOJ will evaluate the program's success. The program seeks to reward individuals who provide original information regarding criminal misconduct that results in a forfeiture exceeding $1 million in net proceeds, if such information falls in one of 4 broad subject areas, which I'll come to a little later. The DOJ's Money Laundering and Asset Recovery section is responsible for the management of the program. Now, whistleblowers have to submit original information pertaining to one of the following 4 subject matter areas. The first being violations by financial institutions, including schemes like money laundering, anti-money laundering compliance violations, and fraud against financial institution regulators. Second is foreign bribery and corruption by companies, including the violations of the FCPA and violations of money laundering statutes. The third is domestic bribery and corruption by companies. And the fourth and the last one is the healthcare fraud schemes. This now leads to the question, how does this actually affect Indian businesses? See, the first thing we must remember is these are discretionary awards. The program explicitly sets out that all awards are discretionary, even if all requisite criteria are fulfilled. Further, the program specifically stipulates that the DOJ's award determination cannot be appealed against, nor can be subject to judicial review. There is an emphasis on timely internal reporting. The program has probably rightly or maybe wrongly been criticized for incentivizing whistleblowers to report possible breaches of the FCPA to the DOJ first, instead of allowing companies to receive the information first and voluntarily self-disclose. See, it's pertinent to note that one of the factors the DOJ will consider when evaluating a potential award is whether the whistleblower participated in internal compliance systems or internal reporting first. In situations where a whistleblower has both made an internal report to the company and also made a submission to the whistleblower program, see, the company will still stand to qualify for a presumption of a declination as long as the company, and this is very important for Indian companies to note, that it self-reports the conduct to the DOJ within 120 days after receiving the whistleblower's internal report and meets the other requirements of voluntary self-disclosure and presumption of declination. Now, the most critical part. The Indian companies must create robust compliance programs. Violations of the FCPA by domestic concerns, which is in US, which were not previously covered under any federal whistleblower programs, are now covered under this new program. This has a significant impact on the conduct of Indian subsidiaries of US-based domestic concerns, as they are now under the ambit of the entire new whistleblower program and are incentivized to submit information on possible breaches of the FCPA to the DOJ. So therefore, it's essential for such US-based companies and its subs in India to ensure that their subsidiaries are established and implement robust compliance programs in order to prevent misconduct in the first place. Now, drawing this entire discussion to a close, see, while the impact of the whistleblower program remains to be seen because it's way too early, it is likely, in our opinion, that the DOJ and companies will see an increase in whistleblower complaints. Given this, it is imperative that Indian companies continue to evaluate and strengthen their internal compliance and reporting systems and structures. Indian companies should also consider creating detailed investigative processes to ensure any allegations are expeditiously and thoroughly investigated, preferably within a 120-day time frame, to ensure that in the event a self-disclosure is required to be made, it is as detailed as it can be possible.